Hey, what up? What up? What up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk with the Real Mojo on the Real Mojo TV. What's going on, y'all? It's Fun Friday. Not so fun Friday. This is probably the most wind, the strongest wind I've probably ever been in since I've been driving. Like I'm like this wind is blowing us all over the highway. But anyway, man, y'all know how we do. Hit the like, share, subscribe for the algorithm when you pull up. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you're chilling. Put a one in the chat if you're at work. Now let's get to it, man. Thursday night football was a doozy. I said it yesterday. I said we had a game, and we had a game. Last night was, like I said, a fantasy just frenzy last night. I tried to do a big parlay. I missed it by Kyron Williams didn't have a touchdown, and Jackson Smith and Jigba did have 100 yards, but he did have the touchdown that I. So I missed it by two. I hit like six categories. I hit like six legs and missed two legs. But that game was one to be appreciated. That game was one to be appreciated last night. Um, Seattle got the win, man. Seattle just flipped the whole NFC and put everybody on notice. Um, Two real good defenses last night, and those offenses those offenses got going, and the defenses could only do so much. Can only do so much for real. Um, as y'all know, sponsored by 95 North Enterprises LLC. Pull up, check it out. But again, man. Oh, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Hold up. Let me show y'all this win, bro. This is nuts. This is nuts. And then you add on, like, realistically, you see the rain blowing that way to the right. Like, this is literally the strongest wind I ever been a part of. For real, for real. Dude just rolled past me and threw me like the look, like, who it's getting ugly out here. Yeah, man, it's super duper windy. The Northeast, New England, the whole East Coast. Right. I would imagine right now I'm on the northern side of the East Coast, like Jersey and up. But it's crazy, man. This wind is crazy. This weather is crazy. What's going on with y'all though, man? It's Fun Friday. If parlay, let me know. If DraftKings was good to you, let me know. I want to do something next year at the start of the NFL season. Hopefully, me and DraftKings will be in a partnership by then. But I would like to do something where we get the parlays going, we get the picks going on the channel. I wanted to do that before, but just sometimes you run into, sometimes you run into stuff, obstacles, and then you get busy doing other stuff. But hopefully we can do that next time, or the start of next football season. What up? What up? What up? Who in the chat, man? Put a thumbs up if you're chilling. Put a one if you're at work. Say what up. Let's talk about the game last night. We had a game last night. Like last night was a game. People talk about the 2-point conversion, but you have to be able. You got to have a team that can get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? And Seattle done built a roster that can get stuff done. And you got a quarterback that can get it cracking at the drop of a dime. Sam Darnold can get it cracking. He can flat out ball. I always say I don't judge people when they play for the Raiders, when they play for the Jets. I don't judge people off playing for those teams and those organizations. And I got to add Cleveland to that. So I don't judge people for when they quarterbacks, when they play for those organizations, because it's like those organizations are not even trying to win. And it's like year in and year out. They're not even trying to win. Like, look at Cleveland. You got to do like Myles Garrett. And you ain't doing nothing for him. Myles Garrett, one of the probably top 10 defenders of all time. And you ain't doing nothing to make him, to make what he's doing mean something. That's crazy to me. Because if you think about it right now, if Myles Garrett was on Seattle, you could say they're going to win the Super Bowl. If Myles Garrett was on Denver, you can say they're going to win the Super Bowl. The Patriots, even he can lift a team realistically to another level from the defensive side of the ball. And you just letting him go to waste. You playing games with a rookie quarterback while you got a defense like that with Myles Garrett. And you playing games with a rookie quarterback. You trying to prove a point to somebody and their father, whatever you're doing in Cleveland. But you got Myles Garrett on the sideline. You got Myles Garrett on the roster. Never mind, oh, he's getting paid. Never mind getting paid. Never mind getting paid. His presence is not felt. He gonna sack you a couple times, 3, 4, 5 times even. His presence ain't felt. His presence don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. Because you can't even put together a competent offense. Even when you had Nick Chubb, you can't even put together a competent offense to let his talent be the determining factor of a game. That's nuts to me. Like, that's absolutely bananas that you have Myles Garrett and he just means nothing except for to us watching. We holding our breath, crossing our fingers that he gets the sack right. And all of those sacks don't affect winning, don't affect changing the organization at all. You got a rookie quarterback that can play ball. You don't start him. You make him your fourth option. And you just let your team go by the wayside for what? 13 weeks? And he ain't even, although he is the main talking point, he's not the main focus. You got Myles Garrett on your roster and you playing rookie quarterback games. You playing duck, duck, goose with the media. Sell the team. Sell the team. Whoever owns the Browns, sell them. Like you. I mean, I don't know, man. But anyway, shout out to some real GMs, some real ownership. The Rams, Seattle Seahawks, who spend money to further their team, to better their team, and it's actually paying off. It shows management and ownership is actually doing it for something, and don't got the fan base scratching their head every fucking week. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? And I need y'all to update me on this NBA season, because you know the NFL season is about to come to a close in about 8 weeks, 7, 8 weeks. So, and y'all know I don't really mess with the NBA until the NFL is over. I watched that one game at the beginning of the year because I wanted to see Wembanyama. Yeah, but I don't unless FanDuel pull up, then I'm gonna have to start watching the games because I'm gonna have to start talking about, you know, parlays and blah 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 stuff like that. But as of now, I don't watch it, and it's not instant enough. Honestly, I seen online somebody put LeBron James' knee that he was trying to fight somebody the other day. Like, yeah, man, yeah. I'll catch you. I'll catch you around February. I'll catch you around Valentine's Day. NBA. I'll catch you around Valentine's Day. Yeah. Yo, I do want to go. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about doing? Me and my son was thinking about buying Brooklyn Nets season tickets. What do you think about doing that? Or like 20 game package, whatever. We thinking about doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Slide down on you know, for a couple games, couple prime time games for sure. But yeah, we thinking about doing something like that probably for next season. So Brooklyn Nets, please suck real bad so your prices, so the season ticket prices could go down. You feel me? Just do what you've been doing. You done got Michael Porter Jr. there. Y'all trying to win games now, but yeah, keep it low until I grab my season tickets. But yeah, man, that's what we got for the NFL. Like I said, I don't have much for the NBA, but if you are rocking with you know either or both, jump on FanDuel, man. They got plenty of money making options for you. FanDuel got plenty of money making options for you, parlay wise, money line. You know what I'm saying? They got all type of opt-ins, special promo codes. Like I said, I got lucky on Sunday. Picked the dope card. Picked the dope card. It paid off. Just missed last night by 2 legs. Hit 5 out of a 7 leg parlay. Um, and it be the sure shots. I hate when it be the sure shots that miss. You know what I'm saying? Kyron Williams scoring and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting 100 yards. That's a fucking sure shot. But that's how it goes. I should have. I took Jackson Smith and Jigba for a touchdown also, but that was it be like that sometimes. But yeah, man, that's how we rock it. That's how we move. Y'all, like I said, y'all start updating me on. Oh, remember when I said, was it 3 years ago? 3 years ago, may have even been 4 years ago, but I know it was at least 3 years ago. And I think there's a video. I think there's a video. Somebody might have to dig into the archives, but I think there's a video. Did I or did I not say Zion Williamson is a bust? How he looking this year? Is he looking like he been looking? Hurt? Uh, Kawhi Leonard, how's he looking this year? Paul George, how they looking? Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, how them is not getting sued by these organizations is beyond me. Because they stealing at the highest level. They stealing at the highest level. These motherfuckers is getting reparations at this point. Because I ain't seen Zion play in 2 years. Me personally. But see, that's another thing. By the time I start watching the NFL, he done shot his load in the first how many ever games and done got hurt. He done got the fans' hopes up high. Zion's back. Joel Embiid, rah, rah, rah. Then they done got hurt by February. And you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's enough for y'all. Anthony Edwards is clearly the face of the NBA, whether he wants it or not. LeBron fighting to keep it, but that's over with. That's over with. I don't quite understand what's going on with Giannis. I don't know, it's a lot of stuff. The NBA is just weird, bro. The NBA is weird. The NBA is a big time fail. Like for real, the NBA is a big. This is a huge fail. You gotta, but think about it. Why do you think they putting so much into the foreign players? Because the foreign players be playing. They be out there on the field. I mean, on the court playing. 82 game, whatever. They're gonna give you what they got, and like people be like, "Oh, Joker just want to go back home." So what? So what? He's putting his best product on the court. He ain't load managing. He's putting his best product on the court. Yo, and somebody told me Steph Curry's done for the year. He got hurt. Getting older, so that's bound to happen. And high usage, a lot of mileage on the body. But yeah, that's bound to happen. That's bound to happen. Um, when a guy's older and wear and tear set in, you start seeing injuries. Kevin Durant and them high usage guys, dudes that's averaging 30, 20, 28, 29, people like that. Um, over 10 years, you bound to start getting injured. You know what I'm saying? Rubber bands bound to start popping. But then you get dudes like Zion and AD and like people like that. Kawhi he put in some time, but I mean, he wasn't the main gunner on San Antonio. You know, he wasn't the main gunner on San Antonio. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know. But anyway, y'all. Like I said, it's Fun Friday, but it ain't so fun. I'm like driving like 45 to 55 miles per hour, so it's like taking me forever to get from stop to stop. So because it's so windy, you know, causing traffic events and things like that. You just try to stay safe. You just try to stay safe. That's all. That's all, baby. That's all. But anyway, man, it is Fun Friday. We covered a few things. Now I do want to get in. Oh, I heard through the grapevine, Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club Power 105 inked a $200 million deal with Netflix. If that's true, salute to him. Salute to him. That's a big deal. $200 million. I'm from the Joe Budden ideology where you own everything. You know what I'm saying? But get it how you can get it, because what it does is what Charlemagne did. What that does is that puts eyes on things, because I'm pretty sure if Netflix or Sirius XM or Prime or somebody offered Joe Budden 200 million, hopefully in my heart of hearts he wouldn't turn that down. He wouldn't turn that down, because you could do so much more with it, and you don't have to re-up after your 4 or 5 years is over. You don't have to re-up. You know, but that's a big time move. Charlemagne got the Black Effect Network with all the other podcasts under his jacket. So that's a big time move. You know, that's a real big time move. That's a monumental move for a black man to get that 200 million. That's a huge ass move. You know, um, Netflix is Netflix is slinging money. Netflix throwing money around. Joe Budden had a Netflix ad for the Jake Paul fight tonight. Tonight or tomorrow night, something like that. Friday or Saturday night. Alicia Baumgartner. It's some fights on. It's some fights on. Um, but salute to that 200 million. And so I'm pretty sure Charlemagne will be in the building for the fight, for the Jake Paul fight, because it is a Netflix event. Now, getting getting to Jake Paul. Never mind the fight. Never mind the mockery he's making. Never mind all that. Never mind all that. We talking business now. We talking marketability now. Jake Paul killing the game on a whole other level. Jake Paul killing the game on a level that we ain't seen before. Jake Paul done open eyes and basically is doing him and his brother. But because his brother's on WWE. But you gotta think about it. WWE is what? Sports entertainment. Jake Paul is what? Sports entertainment. Now I highly expect, if this thing is real with him and Anthony Joshua, I highly expect about halfway through the first round, we'll be pulling up with a spatula and getting him the fuck out of there. I'll say halfway through the second round. Halfway through the second round. Because I don't he has the skill level, the size and strength, or the just the general knowledge in the ring to deal with Anthony Joshua. I don't. If this thing is real, now if it's sports entertainment, he could be like John Cena, come out of nowhere, boom, knock down the giant, take the giant on, win, whatever. Either way, it's gonna be so much money generated, 200-300 million, that you cannot look at Jake Paul sideways for doing what people try to do in other avenues all the time. It just worked for him. He know how to sell fights. Him and his brother, they know how to talk shit. They came into this huge with a huge fan base. So we can't really be like mad at the end result. For what he's trying to do, it's working. For what he's trying to do is working. Tank could come out and say, "Oh, it's gonna be fake." There, dog, we knew that. He outweighed you by 100 pounds. We knew it was gonna be fake. We knew it was gonna be staged if he fought you. He outweighs you by 100 pounds. We know that. Some of us can't get out of our own way. I'll just say that in regards to Tank. Some of us can't get out of our own way. But anyway, y'all, that will be the show for today. I appreciate everybody that when you get to the replay, do me a favor. Since you missed it live, first thing you do, like, share, subscribe for the algorithm, thumbs up in the chat if you're chilling, one in the chat if you're at work, and follow whatever else you want to follow on the screen. Jump in the comment section and let's go. Yap it up. All right, y'all. Love. I'm about to get back to this highway, battle this win, and I'll see y'all.